quick video is requested just to show how to alter the display on the BMW F series to basically tell you how many miles left you've got remaining on the tank. So turn your bike on, connect your Motoscan up to your Bluetooth dongle, pair it with your bike, do all that kind of normal stuff. I'll try and get the screen as best as I can. So basically select your bike. I'll just click my favourite. It's the only bike that's registered. Go onto your instrument cluster, combi. Just let that load up. Sorry if there's any glare. And then you want to look down for coding. So you go to coding. Just takes a second. And basically you want to scroll all the way through this. Just try and find it. Where it is. Right, so it's under the under that heading. It's it's under that heading. It's still in German for some reason on mine. But if you scroll down and you have here, so you have tank reserve kilometer enabled, and that's active currently. Tank range enabled, active. Tank remaining range enabled, active. So the only thing that I've changed on this to basically show it as it would come standard is the tank reserve kilometer enabled. So if I click that and deactivate it, so click that and deactivate it, it'll come up yellow. And then if you press perform coding, and if you have a look at your clocks, once it's finished its coding, it'll do like a little reset. There you go. Okay. Now basically, what will happen is when you cycle through the menu, it'll show you, where's it gone? Yeah, so now you've got the fuel icon with the little arrow against it. It's showing as blank because when you perform the coding, it unfortunately resets your miles to the gallon and all the rest of it. It still keeps your trip distance on this tank, so I've literally filled up a mile ago. But what it will show actually is it should have, if you've got a full tank, which this has, even though it's not showing it because the bike isn't on, it'll say you've got more than however many miles that it estimates half a tank to be. Obviously I have to go through a ride to get this working because, like I say, it's deleted all the miles to the gallon information it's collected. But just going back to Motoscan a second. If we go back down to coding, and I'll just hover over the settings because I think when I originally did this, I had to alter a few more things. So if you just make it look exactly like mine. So there, so I've altered the tank reserve kilometer enable, and you want that to read deactivated. Tank range enabled wants to read activated, and tank remaining range enabled wants to be activated. And then that will show you, once you get below half a tank, it'll stop being an estimate and it'll show you how many miles exactly you've got remaining based on your riding style. I can't remember exactly how it works. I think it calculates it based on your last 30 kilometers of riding. So obviously if you were taking it steady and then all of a sudden you started hammering the throttle, then you're obviously going to get less range and it won't be accurate. However, if you keep your riding style pretty steady, which I've done I always do, but I've taken it down to 1 mile remaining, 2 miles remaining, even 0 miles remaining before, and basically it's worked fine for me. So yeah, that's one way of doing it. Another thing is in the same menu, a little bit further up, country coding board computer, you can alter how everything appears. So I've got mine to display UK miles to the gallon. The fuel quantity is obviously gallon UK. I prefer the clock in 24 hours mode, prefer the temperature in Celsius. And then you can also do average speed calculation. So it's set as displayed speed, but you could change that to effective. So that would be basically what's your average speed over the entire time period, which if say you're doing like an iron butt challenge or something, to do 1,000 miles in 24 hours could be really useful. And likewise, you can set the pressure units of the tyre pressure monitoring, which obviously I've set mine to PSI because who the hell likes the measurement of bar? Anyways, right, that's a quick video. Hopefully I've helped some of you out. If you've got any questions, feel free to give us a message. All right, cheers guys, thanks.